Good evening, my darling batlings. As you can probably tell, I'm on a bit of a CDI kick recently since I figured out, well, not only how to get these remasters, but also how to emulate a small handful of CDI games. Mainly the important ones. So yes, continuing off of last time when we did Link the Faces of Evil, tonight we're going to be doing its sister game, Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. Now, for context, because, you know, a lot of people wonder how the hell these Zelda games came out that were not on Nintendo platform and that Nintendo does nothing to acknowledge. The story goes that, it actually ties back into the creation of the PlayStation, of all things. Nintendo were working on a CD add-on for the Super Nintendo with Sony to be called the SNES CD, but then they would also sell a standalone unit that was a CD playing console that could also play Super Nintendo games called the PlayStation. That deal fell apart because Sony had way more control of all the CD-based games than Nintendo was comfortable with, so they went behind Sony's back and partnered up with Philips to produce the CD add-on. Now, the CD add-on never ended up coming out, and Sony would go on to create the Sony PlayStation, as we all know and love. But Philips would go on to produce their own CD multimedia system called the CDI. It was not really a game system. It was more so for, like, interactive educational software and movies and photo CDs. But as part of their deal with Nintendo, they got the rights to use any handful of Nintendo characters that they wanted in their games. And that's what led to Hotel Mario and the 3 CDI Zelda games. Now, the reason why the Zelda games are not called The Legend of Zelda on the CDI is because they only got the rights to the characters, not the actual branding. So that's why the Link game is called Link the Faces of Evil, and why the Zelda one is called Zelda Wand of Gamelon. Because they only got the rights to use characters. They didn't get the rights to use the Legend of Zelda branding. Now, such a deal is unthinkable to happen in today's gaming market, where some Western company gets the rights to just pick and choose any Nintendo characters that they want to use in a non-Nintendo game. And that's exactly why you don't see it happening today. But yeah, enough preamble, enough Fountain Dew. Switch over to the gaming screen, stop the Sonic Frontiers music before we get copyright claimed.
Too late.
And start up Wand of Gamelon. This is the remaster by Dopley, who I found out Dopley is actually the guy that's making that spiritual successor coming out in February called Arzette the Jewel of Faramore.
Ay, 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 ay. Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon.
Yeah, I've got to trick Discord words. I've got to get Discord to realize, hey, this is the thing you're supposed to be showing. Oh yeah, I've got to add Wand of Gamelon Remastered. Duh. That's why it's not showing up.
Ew.
There we go. After that Philips CDI startup screen, it'll show up.
Excellent. Let's see this. The Wand of Gamelon.
Same developer as Link: The Faces of Evil, because these games were developed side by side.
Makes sense.
I mean, actually, it doesn't make sense, because it was one studio contracted to make 2 games, sharing equal budgets with only one team working on both of them at the same time, that were due to release on the exact same day. Usually, when you have a studio working on 2 games at once, they have separate teams, but they only had one team in their studio. So that's why the games turned out the way they did.
Well, shit.
Dashcat, hello, you showed up just in time for some more YouTube poop material.
Oi!
Duke Onkwood is under attack by the evil forces of Ganon. I'm going to
Again?
to aid him.
But Father, what if something happens to you?
I'll take the Triforce of Courage to protect me. If you don't hear from me in a month...
This was before they canonized that the Triforce bonds with people.
Worry, Zelda. The Triforce of Wisdom.
Also, first game to depict Impa in person. Before that, she'd only appeared in manuals.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Ah, he said the line!
So hungry, I could eat
I could eat an Octorok!
Oh, jeez. 1 month
1
later.
month later.
A month gone, and still no word.
You keep expecting edits. Yeah, it's weird without hearing people say vulgarities.
for the king.
Link, go to Gamelon and find my father.
Great! I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Some what? Do what?
The-
Some what?
Wake up, Imp.
Dodongos, they're a kind of Zelda enemy.
Oh,
Oh.
my dear. I'll get the Triforce of Wisdom.
Well, don't sound too excited.
Well, she was asleep. Of course she
Oh.
wouldn't sound too excited. All right, so we've got our world map of Gamelon and 3 places that we can visit at the beginning. We've got Aru Ainu.
My God! A shotgun!
No, not a shotgun. Also
Hey,
High
Cloud.
Cloud. Kobitan and Sakado. We're going to Sakado first. Now, there's not much we can do in Sakado at first, but from what little time I spent playing Wand of Gamelon on my own, just to test it out and get everything configured properly, I think Wand of Gamelon actually plays a little bit better than Link: The Faces of Evil. Also, our unnamed shopkeeper, only character in these games that doesn't have a name. He's no more shoe, I'll tell you that.
Course I'm
Yeah.
on your side, but I still have to sell the stuff. Just pick what you want. I'll handle the rubies.
Sir, can you please stand back? You don't need to get so close.
Sorry, Zelda. Not enough rubies. You'll have to wipe out a few more gorillas to get that.
He said, it's like, sorry, you don't have enough money. Go commit more murder so you can get cash. It's better because you don't have Link's misogynistic ass as the main character. Yeah, although I will say, if you think about it, the CDI games were the first ones to give us femboy Link. You're welcome for that thought. I'm probably the first person to think of that.
And they say,
Love
"I'm
you too.
green."
Love you too, Dashcat.
Dearie?
My God!
Jesus, why does she look so scary?
Isn't it lovely? Bring some fairy dust and I'll make it a magic cloak.
Lady, get
Ma'am.
the fuck away!
Ma'am! So Twitter is making fun of Sonic Generations remaster like crazy. It's all pictures with massive bloom. Is it like a meme or is it like an actual remaster that was announced? I haven't been on Twitter much today. Because if it's like just people memeing, then it's because of how overbloomed the Sonic Colors remaster was.
Do you see anything?
Yes? Oh my, your father has been captured.
What about Link?
He's been in a terrible fight. I can't tell what happened.
Goodbye. I'm out to go kill people.
Oh, wait, here I go killing again.
Oh boy. But yeah, if it's people memeing, then it's them making fun of like how one of the many ways that Blind Squirrel Productions, or whatever the hell that team is called, Blind Squirrel something, completely cocked up the look of the Sonic Colors remaster. I will say, if this game looks like it controls awkwardly to you, then get yourself a CDI, or like find a way to play the original CDI versions of these instead of the fan remaster, because oh my god, the CDI controls are unbearable. You have to press up to jump.
Oh, jeez.
And keep in mind, the CDI did not ship with a controller that had a D-pad. It shipped with a remote that had a joystick on it. Like an analog stick.
Oh, jeez.
Because it was meant for controlling mice.
Sorry.
You had to buy the control pad that had a proper D-pad on it separately.
Oh, boy.
There's no remaster, it's just a meme. Hey, I'm okay with people memeing on Sonic Colors Ultimate and the god-awful job that Blind Squirrel did on that. Usually I'm like, oh, don't bother the poor devs. But no, Blind Squirrel has a history of doing bad remasters. Mass Effect seems to have been a fluke where they actually got it right for once. Like, obviously, I'm not saying, like, you know, go harass the people that work at Blind Squirrel. I'm saying it's okay to make fun of them for their ineptitude at the one thing they do, which is remastering games. Oh, hey, we didn't need to go on a whole fucking quest in order to get the lantern. That's a nice change of pace. Yeah, I'd hope for some more remasters of Sonic games that are done competently for once, because if there's one thing Sega's been really good at, it's been making people think that Sonic was always terrible by fucking up their remasters and then remastering those remasters and fucking them up even more. Do I need to go on the rant about how they keep on screwing up Sonic Adventure every time they port it again? How it's not a proper remaster, but it's like a multi-generational port. Sonic Adventure, yeah, I'd like that to get a remake, but I'm kind of afraid of how it would turn out.
Those darn Moblin have eaten everything. I'd give anything for an Arpago's egg.
Why are you in a fucking draw me like one of your French girls pose, lady? Like, I'm not worried about the competency of Sonic Team or anything. I'm worried about Sega doing their usual Sega thing and not giving them enough time.
Yeah.
Bedroom Eyes of Hunger. Also, once again, pretty banger soundtrack for this game. Don't know why they went so hard on the music, even if it's not very Zelda-like. I appreciate it. All right, we got the power sword. And with the power sword, it changes from a side-scrolling hack-and-slash game to a side-scrolling shooter.
Nah.
Or at least once we get the final upgrade for the sword, as we saw in Link: The Faces of Evil. Because, to my knowledge, this game shares pretty much the same items and power-ups that you get. Makes sense. They were developed side by side.
Yeah.
So, of course, they would reuse a lot of assets.
Right.
Honestly, Zelda should be more prominent in The Legend of Zelda. I agree. And I like that the more recent games have been giving her more of an active role in the story. Or, like, even if she's not, you know, an active participant in the story for a lot of it and spends a lot of time in the background, they're at least showing that she's, like, you know, capable of taking care of herself for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, Breath of the Wild did wonders for her characterization, in my opinion. Like, even though you don't get to see her very much throughout the game outside of flashbacks, you know that she's been fighting Ganon by herself for 100 years. That can't have been easy.
Yeah, no.
Also, she's over 100 years old and still looks sexy.
Yep.
Okay, we got the Arpagos egg. I love when Zelda is absent in Legend of Zelda. Then you would love, which one was it? Majora's Mask, where she only appears in one flashback and is never mentioned again. Got a message from Timo.
Ooh.
Oh, just telling me, that she can't join tonight. Okay.
Eh.
She's at a D&D game.
Ooh, that's always fun.
Yep.
No, I
Hope
say
she has a
always
good
fun.
time.
I say always fun. It's not always fun. It really depends on, you know.
It depends on your DM and your group.
Yeah.
Like, I've had, like, the group that got me into tabletop games, fun group, terrible DM.
Mm.
Like, not an egregiously bad DM, but, like, the kind that if you deviate even slightly from how he had his story planned out, then he'll railroad you back into how he had it planned out instead of adapting to where the story's going.
I hate DMs like that.
Like,
Yeah,
the example I always give of this is, like, we were doing a Star Wars D&D campaign set during the Shadows of the Empire
Okay.
part of the timeline, right?
Okay.
And he had this entire idea cooked up where, like, all of our party would have a bounty placed on their heads by one of the Imperial officers after we disfigure him in, like, some crossfire.
Okay, fair enough.
We get into, you know, a firefight. One of us has a thermal detonator, throws it at the stormtroopers, rolls for, rolls to see how effective the explosion's going to be and how much damage it deals. Rolls a nat 20 on both of them. So he's like, okay, I'm going to make it so because you rolled a nat 20, it's going to go bad for you, and that's what's going to scar the Imperial officer.
The fuck? That makes no sense. What? So
because we went out of our way to avoid the officer.
Ay.
Anyway, we got a flute.
Is it a magic flute?
I don't know. It's a flute that goes toot. One sec. I need to get a new chair. This one's starting to fall apart.
Ugh.
Well, I've had it for a couple years now.
Yeah.
And it was on the cheaper end.
Yeah.
You hate the animation of Zelda blowing the flute. I mean, do you like the animation of anything in this game? Be honest. I will say because the backgrounds are actual paintings that were scanned in, they look fantastic. They just don't make good for level layouts. Don't make for good level layouts. I can English.
Hey, Kier, for that joke, I got something for you.
Boo! You stink!
You know, we made it all the way through Link the Faces of Evil and never found out what that bell I got did. And I get the feeling that it's going to be the same for the flute.
Everyone ran when the Gleeok came, but
we're gonna have to fight a Gleeok again.
Me. Here's a shroud that scares the raps off Gibdo.
The crappy sprites are clashing with the background. That's because, like I said, all the backgrounds in this game, except for the one in the intro FMV, are, like, hand-painted. Not like, I say paintings, like, they're not like MS Paint. They were, like, actual, like, oil paintings that were scanned in. And then they did digital sprites on top of them, so the backgrounds look fantastic. But the sprites stick out like a sore thumb, and nothing looks like it fits together. Believe it or not, this game was actually praised for its graphics and animation when it came out. This was cutting edge for the time.
I am actually surprised.
I mean, granted, CDI games weren't getting much mainstream attention from gaming press, so it was mostly from, like, CDI-focused outlets that were giving these two games such high marks.
I see.
But, like, a lot of this game's legacy is, like, some of the worst games ever made, comes from people rediscovering it in the age of the internet and emulators. Or not even emulators, just, like, internet angry gamer content.
Yeah.
Like,
Dead shall rise, and the living shall be their slaves. She must be stopped.
Bye-bye, Black
sir,
Hand.
can you... we forgot to cast this character. Can you do a monster voice?
You mean something like this?
Bye-bye, Black.
I'm a monster.
Bye-bye, Black Hand. The dead shall rise.
But you're not black.
Oh.
The shroud! No!
One of the boss fights ever made.
Just like the other night.
The mummy sounds similar to Ganon. It's probably the same VA. I mean, the same VA that voiced Ganon also voiced the king. This game had a very small cast. I say this game. Both of these games shared the same cast. And they had, like, a small group of local union voice actors.
Oh, jeez.
Like 3 people, probably. They list all the voice actors in the credits. But the problem is they don't say who played what role. The only reason we know that Mark Berry played Ganon and the King is because people tracked him down and asked him, and he confirmed it. But he's also one of the people that a lot of people think played Morshu, and he has repeatedly denied that. Like, if you look up who voiced Morshu, the answer you're going to get is someone named Jeffrey Nelson. But that name is so generic that we can't track down which Jeffrey Nelson did it.
Sorry, Zelda. Not enough rubies. You'll have to wipe out a few more gorillas to get that.
By the way, did you know that the Zelda CDI duology from Animation Magic are actually important for U.S. diplomacy?
Seriously?
I shit you not. The production of these games were the first time in post-Cold War American history that an American company partnered with people from Russia in order to make a product.
Oh, wow.
And, like, it was for the cutscene animations. They hired a group of 6 people from St. Petersburg, flew them to Boston, and had them animate the cutscenes.
Oh, jeez.
Now, the reason why the cutscenes look so distinct, shall we say, is because they had different people animating each cutscene. So there wasn't like a consistent, there weren't like consistent model sheets for them to follow.
Of course.
And the animators were not familiar with digital animation. They had only worked with, you know, traditional pen and paper.
Yeah.
So they had to learn how to animate on a computer. And as you can see, they failed.
Yeah.
Nice jump over the Goma pit. Here, have a drink.
Thanks.
Hey, there's a fisherman trapped in the fish head.
Really?
How do you get trapped inside a skull? Isn't there, like, you know, a way out of it with that isn't the eye?
Right.
Still not the dumbest trapping that I've seen in a game. I played a point-and-click, like, escape-the-room flash game on Newgrounds back in the day, where part of it involves getting trapped inside your own car. Like, you get locked inside your own car and have to figure out how to pick the lock.
Oh, jeez.
And it's like, how do you get locked inside your own car? Even if it's a, you know, child safety lock, you can still get past that pretty easily.
Thanks.
Right.
You saved me. That's the last time I'm going fishing. See you in Sakado.
Okay, bye. Okay, I guess we're going to Shutoy Lake now. We need to make a new Zelda CDI game to stop the Russia-Ukraine conflict. See, that upcoming spiritual successor, Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore, think about it. It could have gone back and hired Russian animators for the pure, authentic experience. But instead, they were like, oh, we'll try to recreate the look of those animated cutscenes, but hire some of the same development team that were American, and have Link and Zelda's voice actors come back. And apparently Morshu's voice actor, too, if the trailer is anything to go by. Comes out in February, and I'm totally gonna stream it when it comes out. It was supposed to come out last year for the Zelda CDI game's 30th anniversary, but as you can tell, it got delayed.
Of course. Because all good things get delayed. And chances are this is going to be trash.
I mean, they've said they're not trying to make this like, you know, an ironic meme game. They said they're actually trying to make it good.
I'm not afraid of you.
Ha! Then wait here until you are.
The fuck was that?
That was Wizrobe.
Okay.
And he's captured Lady Alma. You know Lady Alma, right?
If I said yes, I'd be lying.
Good, because that's her introduction. There's like an entire monarchy in Gamelon that we do not know because we're never properly introduced to them, but we're supposed to act like we know who they are. Now, I've gotten far enough. Jesus, those rocks kill you fast. I've gotten far enough in, like, my test playthrough of this to know that we can't fight Wizrobe yet, because just like that wolf thing from, Faces of Evil, you need the reflecting shield in order to beat him.
Oh, jeez.
A curse that curses the how'd that fucking terrible rhyme go? Something like, if it reflects the curse and curses the user with double the curse. Or something like that.
I wasn't even really... I didn't really care enough to remember that.
I mean, Wizrobe is an actual enemy from the Zelda games. It's the name of those wizard enemies you come across.
Ah, okay.
And that's him. He kills you in one hit if you don't have his weakness.
Oh.
Because he's using a disintegration spell. The name is still stupid. See, it's probably a case of like, you know, the name is something more fitting or like more flowery sounding in Japanese. But when they localized the original Legend of Zelda into English, they went with, you know, something kind of punny or more literal.
Yeah.
That's how it is for a lot of the Mario and Zelda enemies.
So what, it was probably like, Wizrobe?
No, I mean, like, it's usually something entirely different.
Okay.
And the US localizers just came up with a new name for it. It's like they're wizards, they wear robes, Wizrobe. Like, why I'm talking, like an example of how the names can be different. I'm not sure what a lot of the names are in Japanese for Zelda enemies, but I do know that when it comes to Mario enemies, stuff like the Koopa Troopas are called Noko Noko in Japanese. And it's only Bowser that's called Koopa.
Ah, okay.
Not even King Koopa, just Koopa. By the way, we've got some more information about... You know how I told you about the Lost Mario TV show, King Koopa's Cool Cartoons?
Yeah.
We've got some more information about that now, and it seems way more interesting than we previously thought it was.
Oh, jeez.
Like, we haven't found any more... We found, like, one more clip of it. We still don't have any full episodes of it. But apparently, based on one clip that we've seen that's been recovered, and based on some, like, recountings from people that saw it back in the day or were, like, there for filming, the guy that played King Koopa in King Koopa's Cool Cartoons was, like, known to have violent outbursts if people backsassed him.
Oh,
like, they talk about one case where, like, a kid was being, you know, stupid kid stuff to him, and he's like, I know where you live.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my. It looks like everyone's been taken to Taikogi Tower.
This is illegal, you know. My cakes will burn.
Just the matter of fact, like, you're being captured by evil monsters. This is illegal, you know.
Right. My lord.
I've heard that soundbite used in so many YouTube oops, and now I finally get context for it.
My lord, is that legal? I will make
This
it
is
legal.
illegal, you know.
I will make it legal.
Abusive like the real Koopa, perfect casting. Like, it's not, like, the thing that makes people believe it is that, one of the clips that we found is, like, you know, like a call-in segment.
It's awful. Mayor Cavendish has been chained in the tower. Oh, my cakes.
Get your face out of my face, dude.
Sir, can you please back up? But, like, one of the clips that we found is, like, a call-in segment where, like, we don't have the part with the caller actually saying anything, but apparently he upset King Koopa, because he's like, listen, you may think you're funny, but I know where you live.
Oh, jeez.
So he said that apparently at least twice to children.
Oh, God.
One of which was on TV.
Oh, God.
So, you know, like you said, perfect casting for King Koopa.
Yeah, I can see that.
God, I wish Bowser would threaten me.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
Yes, that's another actual Zelda enemy name. They took, like, regular Zelda enemies and made them bosses in this game. And they did that in Link the Faces of Evil, too.
Yeah.
But it's more prominent in Wand of Gamelon, from what I can see. Like, Wizrobe and, like, Gibdo is never a boss in Zelda games. He's just a recurring enemy. More advanced enemy type, but, you know, just a regular enemy. Like, Gibdos appear in, I think they appear in Majora's Mask, where they act as that game's Redeads. I love having a conversation with the boss and then immediately leaving the room. Apparently with, I missed out on this with, Link the Faces of Evil. But apparently, when you get to the first fight with Militron, you can actually skip him entirely by just, like, walking past him and through the door. Hello? What the fuck? Yes, exactly. For Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time? Okay. I haven't played much of Ocarina of Time, you know. Zelda fan that doesn't play Ocarina of Time. How dare I?
I mean, you know, at least you actually play some of the Zelda games. You know, I say I'm a Zelda fan, but I've never played a single Zelda game. I've only seen, like, the TV show.
Anyway, let's go swamping. Yeah, I'm the average Zelda enjoyer. Like, think about how different your average Zelda game would be if you could get all the way to the boss and then just nope out of the room.
Your friend Link could eat 10 of these.
At least.
Ha! The Arpagos will die for them.
Okay, so now we have bread. Just regular old bread.
Apparently.
Some speedrunners found a way with Goma, I think. I wouldn't be surprised. Because Goma is the first boss, so it's probably got a lot of exploits tied to it. That's just, obviously I'm not sure on that, but that's just me guessing. Oh, hey, the fisherman's here.
Look, I got a new job.
You're a Starbucks barista?
Bring a heat crystal. I'll fix up your sword.
I like how he just suddenly buffed up, right after he said he got a new job.
I like how he's obviously voiced by a woman doing a witch voice.
Did not notice that.
What the fuck are these conversations? It's like they're talking past each other. Exactly. The fisherman... No. Do we need to show you scary looking again?
Isn't it lovely? Bring some fairy dust and I'll make it a magic cloak.
Lady. You're fuck. Are you sure about that, Kier?
All right, now let's go back to the swamp.
I'll have to give myself a promotion.
You keep playing that every stream, and my answer is always why.
Because I don't fucking know at this point.
Yeah, like you have done nothing to deserve a promotion.
I mean, here's the thing.
Actually, wait, no. I've got to answer this in the appropriate way. Promotion? What for? That probably blew the fuck out of the mic.
I'm not mopping up the dungeon.
Nah, that's the next line.
I know.
It's like the whole thing is something like a promotion. What for? You should have brought me von Schlemmicher's machine when you saw it. But I'm demoting you to Scrub Monkey 3rd class. Now go and mop up the dungeon.
Aren't you a mite puny to go up against Ganon?
I'll do all right.
That's the spirit. Bring some Hanyu Spore if you want a bit more punch.
Is he supposed to do all... Did she
Is
say,
he supposed
like,
to be an alchemist or a blacksmith?
Yes. But yeah, she said she was. Did she say she'll do all right?
Yes.
I was like, that's the spirit. Like,
the spirit is I'll do all right. Not good, just I'll do fine enough.
Right.
I will do a passable job and nothing more. That is outside of my pay grade. But yes, I get the feeling we're going to get something like the Power Glove from him.
Greetings, Princess Zelda.
Jesus!
Do you have any Arpagos feathers?
No. Sorry, lady. We ain't got no feathers. Arpagos or otherwise.
I'll say fuck.
Yeah, that's my reaction too. Okay, we got the Hanyu Spore. Now we can give it back to that gremlin dude. Now, Femboy, I don't think that was supposed to be a woman. I think it, like, the way that the animation went was that they recorded the voices first.
Rose and the fountain of life. Oh, that was good. We have made evil.
Let's bring the darkness down.
I'm sorry, what? They,
Okay.
The voice actors recorded their lines without any character designs being finalized. And then the animators went and made the cutscenes based on those voice like, just matching the lip syncing to those voice recordings. But again, there were like no model sheets or anything. So they just made it up as they made up character designs based on what role they fit and not based on how the voice actors portrayed them. So it's very possible that... Okay, bye.
We're free. You saved us. Here's a life heart and some fairy dust. Have some water.
I'll say fuck.
Jeez, these are some really generous fairies. We've gone this far, and we've only now gotten our first heart container. Hey, Sheba, glad you showed up in time for animation magic.
Magic!
That was a pun because the studio is called Animation Magic. You know what? Crypto Luigi still looks worse than this, I would say. Because at least real people were involved in making this. Crypto Luigi seems like he's probably gotten off the crypto bandwagon and moved on to AI bro stuff.
Yeah. Like, shit on, the Zelda CDI cutscenes as much as you want. At least real people made those. It still took more effort to make those, as bad as they look, than it takes to make AI art. Yeah.
Now, is that an insanely low bar of quality to cross? Yes, but the point still stands.
You're back. Now give me your glove.
Hey!
Don't worry. Here.
A power glove. Great!
God damn
it. Time for someone say the line. I love the power glove. It's so bad.
As I understand, the power glove actually was bad. You couldn't even work with it.
Yes. It was like, the problem with the power glove was that, like, they wanted it to be universally compatible with all Nintendo games, but in the process, that meant that it wasn't ideally suited for any of them. And they only had one piece of software that required the power glove to actually show off its capabilities.
Oh, jeez.
And that one, Glove Ball, I believe it's called. You know, it does a better job at showcasing what the Power Glove's capable of than any of the other NES games do, because it was the only game that was designed with the Power Glove in mind.
Oh, wow.
Zelda 2 Endgame, yeah, there's that one where if you're using the Power Glove, then somehow it tricks Dark Link into not being able to read your moves, so he just stands there and takes every hit. Also, Shiba, speaking of animation, how goes that project we're working on? I say we, it's mostly you.
You dare defy me? You will die.
Guess again, Iron Knuckle.
He's dead. Let's get out of here.
That again, one of the boss fights ever made. Okay, time to rescue the mayor.
Oh, the indignity. Please, Your Highness, would you kindly cut the chains that bind me?
I'm gonna wait for the ad break to be over so I can do that again. Because I feel like, there we go. Ad's over. I didn't know that an ad break was incoming. So, yeah, Shiba, speaking of animation, how goes that project?
Oh, the indignity. Please, Your Highness, would you kindly cut the chains that bind me? Oh, the indignity.
Oh, the indignity.
Thank you, Princess. I managed to conceal this magic lantern. I hope it can be of use.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, right.
They're so calm about him dying. Yeah, they treat it like it was like, ah, shit, he's gone. Oh, well. Not getting paid anymore, so why stay here?
Right.
Why was George Washington in BDSM? Okay, we got Dordung Cave. Oh yeah, we've got the fairy dust, so we can give it to that scary lady.
Oh god, no.
And she can make us a magic cloak!
Oh, good. There. Now you can sneak up and give a monster a good shot before he sees you.
Okay, thank God, she's gone.
That's no good.
It's okay, she's gone forever. We never have to see her again.
Yeah, she should be the one to put on that damn cloak or whatever it was.
Wait, let's see. We got the shroud, so we know you just throw the shroud. We got the magic cloak. Oh, it turns you invisible.
But why?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. This game came out in 1993.
Yeah.
The first Harry Potter book came out in 1998 and featured Harry getting a magic cloak that turns him invisible when he wears it. It's very possible that J.K. Rowling stole that idea from this.
I mean, maybe, maybe not.
It's not impossible, and given that she's a piece of shit, that's my new headcanon.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Just like it's my headcanon that she stole the name Harry Potter from the movie Troll.
That's no good.
Yes, indeed, J.K. Rowling is no good.
Dash Cat, I prefer...
No, JKR as in J.K. Rowling.
I'm aware of the confusion. I have to make sure that people understand that if they're talking about J.K. Rowling in my presence, please do not use my... At least
please do not use the initials JKR.
Or at least if you're going to use it initially, just put the dots in between the letters. It's actually surprising enough, when I started going by JKR convention, that actually was a joke between a lot of... was like a dumb joke at my expense because people actually said, it's like, J.K. Rowling? I'm like, no. Good.
Hey, is that J.K. Rowling? No, it's J.K. Walking. Is that J.K. Walking? No, it's J.K. Rowling. Okay, I get the feeling I have to ride across the gators. Are they gators or crocodiles?
Crocodigators.
The correct answer is we need to figure out whether we see them later or after a while.
I didn't think you thought that, Dash Cat. I had to, you know, I went on a rant.
All of this to get in the ship. By the way, because I know somebody's going to ask it, it's going to be a while before I stream Hotel Mario, the other Animation Magic CDI Nintendo game, because Hotel Mario is unstable on CDI emulation right now. It can randomly freeze just whenever it feels like it.
Oh, lovely.
And trust me, I went to a lot of trouble to get CDI emulation working, just so we could do the final part of the Unholy Triforce, as it's come to be known, Zelda's Adventure, which is the only one not made by Animation Magic. Okay, we got all of this for a feather.
Well, shit.
Okay, but we also got the key.
I got the key.
Cause I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key.
Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony.
Oh, we just find the reflecting shield. Okay, we don't need to go on a whole quest for it. But you want to see Gay Luigi now? I can at least get to the intro, but it can just freeze at any moment during, like, stage completion. And it's unpredictable.
Hi, Billy Mays here.
Crypto Luigi or Gay Luigi? Gay Luigi is much better. Okay, we stand Gay Luigi. Oh yeah, we gotta go back to the place. I believe it was the ferry pool. Or was it the ferry pool? Yeah, it was the ferry pool. No, it wasn't the ferry pool, it was the swamp. Or was it here? I don't know. No, it was the swamp. We gotta go back to the swamp so we can give that freakish-looking woman her Arpagos feather.
I mean, she's probably a dwarf, so, you know.
We don't know what she's supposed to be.
She could be a halfling, she could be a dwarf, you never know. Maybe she's a gnome, for all we know.
She's a Gnotica elf, she's Gnotica goblin, she's a gnome, and you've been gnomed! But yeah, Gay Luigi is objectively superior to Crypto Luigi.
I have to see Gay Luigi to get a better...
From the Hotel Mario intro?
I've probably seen it, I just forget what it is.
Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, Gay Luigi.
Oh, that!
That's why they call him Gay Luigi.
I honestly didn't hear that. I heard him say "A Luigi," not "Gay Luigi," but that's because I don't go looking for the memes and everything.
Maybe it's at Shoe Toy Lake? I don't know. I'm kind of lost. I need to find this monstrous-looking woman. No, it was out in the, forest. Duh. Yeah, where we got the, spores.
Well, fuck you, Luigi.
Gay Luigi isn't bad. Well, if you play your cards right, Gay Luigi will become fuck you, Luigi. But what about the other Luigi of this trifecta of distinct internet-flavored Luigis? That being Mama Luigi.
Oh God, Mama Luigi.
That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario.
Yes.
Can't wait to taste his spaghetti sauce. I mean, given where it's coming from, it's probably gonna be more Alfredo sauce than like spaghetti sauce. Greetings. Yes, I do.
Good. Then let us make a cape from your shroud.
Why was she so seductive there? Why that was... Why is this game so horny? She trying to fuck Zelda? No, Zelda was trying to fuck her. She was giving her the fuck me eyes.
Hello there.
Keep it in your pants, Gear.
Now, someone needs to pay attention to this for me, because apparently there is one part in this game where one of the artists, for whatever reason, well, I say for whatever reason, it's for a good reason, drew Zelda in her, like, Zelda cartoon outfit for one cutscene. I say for good reason, because that's probably one of Zelda's best outfits.
Yeah. Personally, I think it was, like, the variation
the Captain N outfit is, like, the Captain N outfit is just a sexier version of, the Zelda cartoon outfit.
That's really, that's the thing.
Which makes it even better.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to say, is, like, that's my favorite version of that outfit. Not the original version of the outfit, but the Captain N version, because that outfit, for Zelda in general, was like, that costume in general, that outfit in general, was the least egregious change that they made to Zelda in that show. Or any character in that show, for that matter.
Sir, this reflect isn't working.
Do us a kindness and die already, Wizrobe.
There we go.
Disintegration spell!
That looked more like a fire spell than a disintegration spell.
Fire disintegrates stuff, though.
I mean, if you want to get technical, okay.
Oh, hey, it's that what's her face? Alma.
Link told me about you.
You know Link?
Sure. He gave me his canteen for a kiss.
You kissed him?
Here, it's...
Uh-oh, shit's about to get catty.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, we still need to get, well, first of all, we should probably go to the Shrine of Gamelon.
Oh dear.
I'm the trash man!
Guarding the shrine.
Whatever I see, I shall devour.
I'm sorry, sir, what?
I've seen this animation, but I was like, what the f did this come from?
ASMR eating sounds. ASMR mukbang. Oh god, the wheels are back. And I don't have... How do I fight the wheels? Do I just... I just use the magic cloak to get by them. Because we don't have fireballs and snowballs in this game. The animators were definitely high making this game. Given that they were Russian, they were probably high on crocodile. I know that's, I don't know if that's considered a stereotype for, like, Russian people to do crocodile.
I mean, I know quite a few Russian stereotypes myself. I mean, I've been trying to do half of them. Well, I say half of them, but like maybe at least one of them.
I'm sorry, what?
Got him.
I like how she just had her arm over her head and was like, just stare up at the birds. It's like, oh, what a nice sight. Got him.
Okay, we got the Wand of Gamelon. Let's, oh yeah, we haven't been to the cave yet.
That's no good.
What are these They're even simpler than the boss fights in, Link the Faces of Evil. And that's really impressive that they managed to pull that off. Oh no, I know these disembodied arms. We're gonna be fighting Gleeok in here. I forgot about Gleeok.
The fuck is Gleeok anyway?
It's supposed to be a dragon.
Ah.
It's one of the first bosses you fight in the original Legend of Zelda.
Ah. Oh, so it's like a...
There we go.
Like green... It looks like a green version of King Ghidorah. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, it's supposed to be like a Hydra.
Yeah, but I only see like 3 heads
And King
on it,
Ghidorah is partly based on... Well, no, King Ghidorah is not based on the Hydra, believe it or not. It's actually based on the Orochi.
Yeah.
It's like every boss is the Electrocutioner from Arkham Origins, except unintentionally funny. That's a good comparison.
Let's see. That ought to do it. Works pretty good.
Sir, can you please get out of my face?
Works pretty good.
Okay, hear me out on this, okay? If, for whatever fucking reason, Nintendo were to do from the ground up remakes of these games with an all-new voice cast of, like, more notable professional voice actors, Peter Kalamis is that dude.
No!
Yes! Think about it, Rolf as that guy?
Oh, jeez. Kamehameha! Ed boy!
The hat of discipline. Do you... All is forgiven. Thank you, Rolf.
Rolf.
Nintendo or Cuck still never remake it. I was laughing more at you just unprompted calling Nintendo cucks. Jesus. But not wrong.
Look how your father was captured.
You are my prisoner.
Hey!
Silence! Hectan, keep the runt in chains.
Yes, master.
Okay, I didn't see the king anywhere in there.
Yeah, I was like...
So how is that how the
king?
king was captured?
Right? Like, I didn't see my father in there at all.
Impa, are you sure you have that thing tuned to the right channel? Are you sure you're not getting some interference? Why is the old guy from the best Zelda rap in that cutscene? I'm not sure if I know what you're talking about. The only Zelda rap I know... Well, I know 2 Zelda raps. There's one from a Japanese Link to the Past commercial. And then there's the one from the old... like American advertisement for The Legend of Zelda on NES, where it's like, it's The Legend of Zelda and it's pretty rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad.
You've killed me.
Good.
Good. You killed me.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Duke Gauntlet betrayed the king.
I know.
Strike the head of the portrait.
How do you know?
Chamber.
That wasn't brought up. How does Zelda know that Duke Gauntlet betrayed the king? That was never relayed to us.
Nope. I'll be right back.
I feel like you skipped a few steps in the story there, Zelda.
Don't hurt me, Zelda. I'll tell you the secret way into Resong Palace.
You better talk fast.
Go all the way left and move the rock. This key opens the gate.
I'll make sure he doesn't get away.
Who are you? Don't worry, I'll make sure he doesn't get away. Yeah, but who the fuck are you? Gotta make sure I didn't miss anything in the castle. The music goes so hard for no reason. It's because, Philips mandated that the game had to show off the CDI's, audio hardware. So they went as hard on it as possible. That's also the reason for the FMV cutscenes. Philips mandated that they had to have full motion video to show the full motion video capabilities of the Philips CDI. Go away, bro. This ain't the Three Musketeers.
I mean, it could be.
Honestly, full motion videos need to come back. I mean, they're still kind of around. We just call them pre-rendered cutscenes now. But they're essentially the same in concept. Okay, I feel like there's supposed to be something in here.
So what? You hop on the dresser and you take health?
Yeah, is this really just an empty room?
Probably.
I feel like, given how Link the Faces of Evil was, I get the feeling that there's probably something obscure hidden in here. The devs forgot to cut this room. Let me look it up. Let's see, this place is called... What is this place called again? Something stupid. Dolomite Palace. Okay, yeah, it looks like this room just has nothing in it. Let's see, I'm at least going to look up where the fuck we get, I feel like there's still something we're missing. And I'm probably forgetting. Because this game just goes a mile a minute.
I'll say fuck!
Exactly.
Yep.
Let's see, items. Let's see. I'm trying to avoid looking at a straight up walkthrough for this. Because I feel like that would be cheating. Okay, our last thing that we can get is... Come on. The fairy lantern.
The fairy lantern. Okay.
Come on, scroll, please. Okay, so there is nothing in here for us to do. Fuck, I just wasted so much time. 7 out of 10, not even empty rooms. Yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of... Well, honestly, the remastering work that was put into these fan-made remasters, you know, that gets a 10 out of 10. Because they remade these from the ground up in Game Maker. That could not have been easy.
No!
Alright, now I gotta find my way the fuck out of... And why does it keep going dark? Can he not afford to pay the lighting bill? Man, it really does just sound like the Crash Bandicoot OST. You're right about that. I'm trying to... I've become more self-conscious about me saying you're not wrong. So I'm trying not to say that as often.
Like,
to diversify my dialect.
But why?
Because I want to, that's why. Also, these night guys are supposed to be dark nuts. You know, some of the elite soldiers of Ganon's army die in a few hits.
Well, shit.
Okay, now the question is, how the fuck do I get down?
That's the neat part. You don't.
Help. I'm stuck. I probably have to go all the way back to where I met Duke Onkled, don't I?
Probably.
Stop duck walking. I'm not trying to. It's just that it's really easy to hit, like, down right or down left on a Xbox Series controller's D-pad. Also, apparently there's one thing from the original CDI versions that did not make it into the remaster, believe it or not. And that would be on the CDI versions, you can watch a tutorial video on the main menu. And that tutorial video was not included in these remasters for some reason.
Well, shit.
So we still have that little bit of Zelda CDI content to check out, but I'll save that for when we do Zelda's Adventure. Which I'm going to give you a warning about, like, playing actual, like, emulated Zelda CDI games, or just emulate CDI games, as opposed to playing these fan-made remasters. These are in stereo. The only Zelda CDI model, I keep saying Zelda CDI, the only CDI model that can currently be emulated is in mono, so there will only be sound coming out of the left speaker. I have to figure out how to fix that so it doesn't drive me mad.
Can't say that I have, Kier.
You've never heard of Bofa? Bofa D's nuts.
My God!
Hey, that was Kier's joke, not mine.
I'm
get
not
mad
the
at
one
me.
I'm not the one who fired the shotgun. Blame Dash Cat for that. Did you hear? Did you really? Because if you really got me, technically, hear me out on this one. Technically, if he actually
God,
did
she's
get me,
back.
This light
Oh, no.
will penetrate the dark around Ganon, but only the wand can defeat him. Good luck!
Okay, so she looks like that and she lives in a tree. Is she supposed to be like a Keebler elf?
So yeah, Kier, if you really did get me, you would be trying to trip me up on a lot of my words that I say.
As opposed to the words that you don't say?
I'm referring to when I say I've never pegged you for something like this. You say, and one of you guys starts going the whole Lord Pegatron strikes again. That's what I'm talking about. That's not happening tonight. Don't ask. Don't ask.
I'm pretty sure he was here for that in the first time it happened.
Yeah. Oh no.
Shadow Dragon, speak of the devil and he shall appear.
See Ganon, but the Triforce says you can only win by falling. I wonder what that means.
It's a good question.
What it means is fall! Fall!
No!
No, Shadow Dragon. No. Did not happen tonight, actually.
Not yet.
It's not gonna happen, guys, I swear.
Oh, you keep saying that, and yet it keeps happening.
Yeah, well, this time's gonna be different.
Okay, so that door's locked. So we need to find a key somewhere. Now, where is the question?
Honka donka badonkas.
I don't see any honka-donka-badonkas anywhere.
I mean, that's probably where we should be looking.
Then again, my standard for what constitutes honka-donka-badonkas is a little bit skewed. Because I discovered Hitomi Tanaka at a very formative age, and that had an effect on me.
Kier, you haven't pegged me at all. I don't like you that.
Martial law can't catch a break. I mean, isn't that basically his character? That he's not allowed to catch a break?
This is impressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable. This is impressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable.
Spinge Bill, you like pegging, don't you, Squidward? Like, I know from doing some reading that we need to fall into a well somewhere. The question is, who is the question? The answer is no.
No!
Yes, someone gets the Fesh Pince reference.
I didn't even realize it was a. I didn't even realize it was a reference. I just hit the first no I saw.
Yeah, it's from Fesh Pince.
Fair enough.
Because Jeffrey, being Jeffrey, answers the question by saying no with that sound clip. This is my daughter, KF. I see you've brought your daughter, KFC. So, can I ask you, are you free for dinner tonight? My father just got an erection. Ouch.
That's brutal.
Shut up, Dad. You ain't my mama. I haven't seen much of Fesh Pince 2 or 3, but Fesh Pince 1 just lives rent-free in my head. As it does for so many people. Truly one of the great, parodic works of our time.
It's too dark to see Ganon, but the Triforce says...
Carlton sneaking like Snake. Gotcha! There's one Carlton bit that I need to... Well, two Carlton bits that I need to get as, sound bites. Or redeems for my streams. One of them is the, one of them is, you know, just the soundbite of him saying, "Could you make me a sandwich?" And, the other one is, the one where he walks into the room and goes like, "Ree."
Sorry, what? Oh.
I feel like there's something we've missed at Dolt on My Palace. Maybe. Let me check. This is driving me nutso. And it's not driving me nuts in a good way. Because I feel like, given how easy it is to miss the dialogue in this game, I feel like I've missed something in a cutscene. Maybe when we found and threatened Duke Onkled. Let's see, apparently one of those floating head things drops the key. But I'm like, how the fuck do you kill that thing? Because nothing seems to work. And the Zelda wiki, for as encyclopedic as it is, doesn't seem to have any info on it. Maybe I just need to spam the power glove over and over again. I think you missed the trash can where this game belongs.
Yeah.
You know, I do have pizza this time, but I had pizza last night, and I don't want to double up too much on pizza. I'm trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
I could have some pasta. I've got plenty of sauce for it.
Nice.
Or to put in YouTube poop terms, I've got plenty of sauce. You had veggie pizza. I've you know, after years of not liking pepperoni, I finally developed a taste for pepperoni pizza.
Oh, nice. Good for you, dude. Good for you.
Or at the very least, the pepperoni pizza that they have at Little Caesars, which, you know, is barely pizza. I'm not sure if it's like... Well, I've also liked pepperoni pizza Hot Pockets. I'm not sure how spicy the pepperoni from there is. Oh, you just throw bombs at them. Duh.
Ba-bomb.
Ba-bomb. Okay, there's the key. Another 3 streams in a row where I've had a ramen moment. Luigi pasta sauce or sauce. See, I'm from the generation that knew sus to mean, like, sauce before it meant, suspicious.
I don't know about you guys, but I could certainly go with some ramen right about now.
I could too. And yes, I do encourage people to keep posting pictures of ramen in my server to continue to give people PTSD. Post-tonkatsu stress disorder. Oh, so there's the well that we have to fall down. Well, I see that... abort joke.
Tripped over your own lines, didn't you, Arikado?
I wrote this stuff, and I can't even remember my own lines. I'm sorry,
what am I fighting for?
We're back out here. Yeah, we just backtracked.
What the fuck?
What are you fighting for? Fighting for ramen, duh. This sure is a game that exists. It has graphics, it has sound, it has gameplay. It was programmed by people. Do I really call this gameplay? Yes. It's still more gameplay than what you get out of most mobile games. Like, if we're going to call idle games like Crush Crush or Blush Blush or that one furry version of Crush Crush from the same developer as Crush Crush and Blush Blush gameplay, then we are definitely considering this gameplay. And it's ad-free, of course, yeah. Okay, but mobile game ads are funnier. Yeah, actually, there's something, there's a couple mobile ads that I want to show you guys, but I'm saving them for my rematch with Lulu for You Laugh, You Lose.
Eh.
You dare bring light to my lair?
You must die! Yeah, there's a furry one where they start out as regular animals, and then they gradually get more anthro as you level up your relationships with them.
Oh, jeez.
The chains You haven't seen the last of me!
That's what you said the last time, dude. Oh, so you basically threw it back in the book.
So we didn't throw the book at him this time, but he's still sealed in a book.
Yep.
That's Blush Blush. No, Blush Blush is the one with, Blush Blush is the, like, one with the guys. Isn't it? I don't fucking know. I only play Crush Crush, and even then I haven't played in years.
Father!
You saved me!
Here's the traitor, your majesty. Please, your omnipotence, have mercy.
After you've scrubbed all the floors in Hyrule, then we can talk about mercy. Take him away.
Yes, my liege.
I wonder what happened to Link.
Oh, he was a bore anyway.
Stop looking at yourself.
What happened?
Nothing, Link. We were just about to have a feast.
Great.
That was one of the endings ever made.
Those faces when they're laughing is just like,
oh.
Ugh. I've seen just about as bad animation on shit like Uncle Grandpa and oh god, Adventure Time.
Well, Uncle Grandpa and Adventure Time didn't have bad animation. They were just stylized.
Uncle Grandpa, okay, yeah.
You might not like the art style, but that doesn't mean the animation was bad.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, these are the real faces of evil.
Yeah, right.
Also, Zelda, what a bitch she threw her mirror. Yeah, but that Link was trapped inside the mirror. You know, by complete fucking coincidence.
Plus, you know, she broke the mirror, so that's 7 years bad luck.
Also, it turns out, after I did some research, that there is a reward for beating the game on hero mode in both of these games. And you know what that is?
What?
Well, hero mode is exclusive to these remasters. And it's the developer added the king as a new playable character.
Oh, jeez.
He fights using martial arts. So that was Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. That took a lot less time than Link the Faces of Evil did. But I feel like there was a lot less back and forth in here than there was in Link the Faces of Evil. All in all, I'd have to say... well, first of all, let me switch back to the chatting screen.
That would help.
There we go. All in all, I'd say, at the very least, these remasters... do a really good job of showing the potential that these games could have had with better hardware and better development conditions. I won't say it retroactively makes the Zelda CDI games good, but this is the best way to play them if you want a way that's actually fun to play and you're not too concerned about like the vanilla experience as it was intended to be played back in 1993. I'm an advocate for playing it the easiest and most accessible way rather than necessarily the intended way. Not paying for them since they're actually there's a pretty active repro scene for Philips CDI games and a lot of CD-based consoles where you can buy reproductions of those games for significantly cheaper. And there's the fact that the Philips CDI does not have any copy protection. So for most of the games, with the exception of a small handful of them that use a unique file format, you can just burn a copy onto a CDR, and it should work. Now, the problem, though, is getting a CDI in working condition, because they have a really high failure rate due to their entire operating system being tied to a CMOS battery. A CMOS battery that's encased inside a chip.
Oh, jeez.
So you need a Dremel in order, either a Dremel or soldering tools in order to replace the battery. I happen to have both, but I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on a dead CDI. To my understanding, there is one seller on eBay who specializes in selling refurbished CDIs with new batteries, so they work properly, who also sells them with the best controller that the CDI has, because, like, the CDI had, like 4 different controllers released for it during its lifetime, and the one it was bundled with was shaped like a TV remote and was meant to be operated with one hand. Imagine playing a side-scrolling platformer with that, with a TV remote.
Oh, jeez.
That only has 2 buttons and an analog stick.
Sounds a lot like a Wii remote.
Now, there were cost-reduced versions of the CDI that came out a little bit later that came with a different remote, and it looked like a spoon.
Oh, jeez.
With a D-pad in the middle and all the buttons clustered around the D-pad. Again, imagine playing a side-scrolling platformer action game with that. What you want is the gamepad for it, which was sold separately. But there's this one seller on eBay that sells refurbished CDIs with brand new clock batteries in them that come with the gamepad, so you don't have to search out stuff yourself. That sounds repugnant. You need to keep in mind the CDI was not meant to be a proper video game console. It was meant to be like a multimedia system for like edutainment software, movies, and photo CDs. It wasn't until a few years into the CDI's life cycle that they realized that the games were the only thing that were selling. So they tried to rebrand it as a game console, even though it was not built with video games in mind. That explains a lot of its bizarre decisions about, like, there's a YouTuber called Frame Raider that I recommend checking out. He did a series of videos on CDI stuff, including a video about why you should not buy a CDI unless you are willing to invest in getting a working one or getting a broken one working again. But yeah, Frame Raider does a good video on the CDI, the process of getting one in working condition, and what the experience of actually playing one is like. Frame Raider is also just a good channel in general. But I'm beginning to ramble. Let's see who's on the raid docket for tonight, because I don't have anything else planned tonight, and I don't want to go too late because I have class in the morning.
Yeah. And I've got a freaking monologue to practice, so...
You know what? We're going to raid Nini. Nini DePossum, who's doing an ASMR stream. I'll see you guys next time. And until then, unpleasant dreams.
Well, we're rooting for us. We hope you know you're rooting for us, but now to go.